with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run it on the counter. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Now the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. It's caught downfield. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Shoots it to the left. That's reeled in. It's Riles. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Into the end zone. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He'll start the return in. They got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. On his way back from the 20.
The return is tackled down at the 26, and the Florida State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the move. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third and short now from their own 48. Just going to keep it after the snap. Finding some room. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'll lob to lock them up close to their goal line. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. The give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Motion from the wide receiver. Say it. With the catch, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun on third down, say it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Seminoles. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Timeout signal 4 by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on second and short. Throwing, say it. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Sayin from the gun on third down. Makes a connection. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback making checks. Here's Sayin to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Sayin back to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the back. Run in the red zone. It's close. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Back to the ground with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll try to pound their way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's third and goal from the 3. Sayin from the gun on third down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles,
might have a chance. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He leaves it with his back. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on the short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Saying, showing the arm strength to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Say it. Here's a heat. Quickly to the tight end. Runs through a tackle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Tar Heels in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path? Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're putting a runner, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He might want another play. Throwing, say it. Open on the left side, it's Smith. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Running inside. It's Cross. Smashes through the tackle. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
This defense has their hands full with him on this drive. That DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. You know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Knowles! How about this defense offense taking one back to the house.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sayin to throw. Finds the tight end. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Again, it's Sayin. Right on the money. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got his man downfield.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Touchdown, Buckeye! Into the end zone for 6.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that two-point conversion attempt goes awry. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. On the run, it's Cross. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the right. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. Upstairs to make the catch. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down, better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Handoff to the single running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. To the air, it's Berry. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Might be changing the route. Gonna run it. It's Cross. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Say it. Pocket breaking down. Gonna try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up. And sometimes...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Running behind that left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Say it. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw it. Sayin. Fires left. He's got an open man. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Cross. There he goes. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. From the red zone, it's Rodgers. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Ohio State calls its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The lone back's got it. Thrust that arm out. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Hard running there. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll run play action. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just leave it out.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, but listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. He takes a knee, and it took longer than they had hoped, but they finally get their first victory of the season. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.